Hi, everyone. My name is Mikkel Naesager. I'm here with CISPE. Thank you so much to the EIF for having us here today. Thank you to Pilar for the welcome and to Thibaut Kleiner for the great introduction. I am so glad we're having this discussion. So CISPE is an acronym of the Cloud Infrastructure Services Providers in Europe. And that's who we are and that's what we do. We are 50+ European cloud infrastructure services providers who do every day what Thibaut Kleiner mentioned. We provide critical services to government entities, to private companies, in many of the areas that we'll be discussing today, crossing from basic services to advanced AI, etc. In addition to our direct members, who are both small and large, with a bias towards SMEs, we also have national cloud provider associations as adherents. So we cover a big breadth of this and show the breadth and strength and scale of the community. Now, we are focused on delivering valuable tools in CISPE, tools such you might know, such as the GDPR Code of Conduct. We were a founding member of the Climate Neutral Data Center Pact, reflecting also the priority of having clean cloud. We also made the cloud switching framework. So we are here to advocate for our members' benefit, act against unfair software licensing principles, and advocate for sovereign growth. We have a fully European governance. There are no hyperscalers who have any votes to say. We have a sovereignty committee where the members must document and be certified for being European and outside the control of non-European government influence. Now, the topic today is CADA, the Cloud and AI Development Act, and it's fundamentally about growing the digital capability and capacity in Europe. We've heard that a tripling of data center capacity in gigawatts combined with the advances in computational power, that will mean significantly more computational power overall to power what another Dane like me called the dual green and digital transitions. But it matters who builds this capacity. If Europe is to reap the benefits of CADA, we need to ensure that every gigawatt of capacity we build and investment in cloud and AI is a gigawatt of growth for European providers. This means that a preference for European solutions and a leveraging of the existing European solutions and values in terms of diversity, the way we understand our customers, the proximity and the capillarity of the services we provide. But sovereignty is not only about growth. It's also about answering a question I hear a lot, which is how do we ensure effective control of and access to our cloud data, our cloud services, and our cloud infrastructure, especially in the event of interference by a government, foreign government, or another third party. And that takes me to the soon-to-be-released CISPE Sovereignty and Resiliency Framework. In Europe, we don't rate our cars for their convenience. We rate our cars on how they perform when they crash. Current policy discussions risk conflating data protection, cybersecurity, and sovereignty with control, while market offerings are increasingly blurring this definition of what is a sovereign cloud. The result is, you may think you are buying a sovereign service. In reality, you're not. To that end, buying genuinely sovereign services should be as easy as buying organic or bio food. You need a trusted label. Now, the soon-to-be-released CISPE Sovereignty and Resilience Framework introduces a clear, enforceable, and certifiable definition of control at the service level. This framework offers two distinct but complementary paths to effective control. In the short version, sovereignty prevents the risk. Resilience ensures the customer can survive it if it happens. Now, for sovereignty, control must be real, not declarative. A cloud service is only sovereign if no foreign power has the legal or technical ability to access, interfere with, or shut it down, eliminating the risk of a crash. Sovereignty is binary. You're either sovereign or you're not. Sovereignty requires EU-based ownership and control, jurisdictional immunity, as Ord also talked about, and full operational autonomy within the region. This presents sovereignty washing, and it aligns with the EU's strategic autonomy objectives. And then there's resilience. Where sovereignty is not possible, dependency must not be irreversible. While we have many services, there are areas where sovereign services cannot realistically be procured today. So for these, a category of resilient services should enable operational autonomy for customers. It's the airbag and seatbelt that allow you to walk away if there is a crash. Now, resiliency requires portability and interoperability. These are open standards. These are the Data Act switching objectives. It requires the ability to do independent backups and have access to your data, even in the case of a shutdown. it requires that there is no lock-in. This can be achieved by utilizing preference for open source or readily available software, which ensures workloads and data can be redeployed to alternative platforms. Now, resiliency operationalizes the Data Act's switching. It supports open standards and open federated ecosystems, which reduces the dependency risk. Now, the policy question today is no longer where and how is our data stored or processed. It is who remain in control when things go wrong. Who has the ability to turn off your cloud services? Who has the ability to mount a look in your emails and files for their own national security? Who should benefit from the increasing IT spend as we all implement AI for the benefit of societies? And how do you, as companies and government entities, stay in control? How do we reduce our dependence? The CISPE Sovereignty and Resiliency Framework provides the first practical and enforceable answer to this. The first comprehensive European cloud policy should strengthen Europe's digital capacity by prioritizing investment in and procurement from sovereign European solutions, fostering a strong and competitive cloud ecosystem. If instead it enables sovereignty washing or procurement strategies that further entrench the dominance of non-European hyperscalers, it risks undermining the very objectives it seeks to achieve. So, we should not heed the voices who say Europe cannot do this alone, our providers are not capable or strong. We are here, we are capable, we are competent, and we are competitive. Thank you so much.